Amazon warehouse workers in Staten Island made history on Friday. Their vote for unionization marked a first at Amazon in the United States. For a closer look at this story and the union push across the country, let's welcome Mary Kay Henry. She's the president of the Service Employees International Union, or SEIU. It's the second largest union in the United States, representing healthcare, government, and other workers. The SEIU did not have a direct role in Friday's vote, but it is supportive of their efforts. And Mary Kay, welcome. What were you thinking as you heard this news about the Amazon unionization?
I thought what the President of the United States said when the Affordable Care Act was passed: this is a BFD for working people all across the service and care economy. And it inspires Starbucks workers, nursing home workers, hospital workers, everyone all across the economy to have the confidence to join together and demand unions for all workers.
You know, we have heard so much about unionization in this country, and there are so many efforts that are taking place, places where there were strikes, other places like Starbucks where they are trying to unionize for the first time. At the same time, though, union levels in this country fell to the lowest levels we've seen, 10.3% last year. How do you match up what we're hearing in the headlines with what we're actually seeing with union membership?
Well, there's been an unrelenting attack on unions from state legislatures and from major corporations for the last 40 years. And I think workers are rising up after this pandemic and saying, enough is enough. We can do better. They were demanding respect us, protect us, pay us. And we're witnessing the great resignation of workers turn into the great reckoning by workers deciding not to quit their job, but by joining together and demanding unions.
I guess I wonder what happens next. We are talking about labor levels hitting incredibly low levels. It's employers everywhere are desperate to find workers. As a result, wages have come up pretty significantly. Minimum wage has risen dramatically. The actual minimum wage that companies are willing to pay has gone up sharply over the last couple of years. How long does that kind of hang in there? How long can you have that? And does it change? Does the tide change when you get back to a position where if we head into a recession, jobs are harder to come by? How lasting is this movement?
Well, I think this historic uprising of workers is going to result in many more workers being able to join together and bargain a better life. By taking a poverty wage job and making it a living wage job that they can raise their families on through a union. And so I think one victory like the Staten Island workers that we were proud to celebrate and want to support will fuel other victories like Starbucks workers in store after store deciding to join together. And that inspires nursing home workers who have had it as a result of the pandemic, and airport workers who are saying to American, Delta, and United, now is the time for you to invest in the contracted out jobs that need to be unionized all throughout the service and care sector.
You know, companies have stepped up and agreed to pay higher wages. What are the main goals for the unions at this point in terms of what you'd like to see that you're not able to get right now anyway?
Well, the higher wages have to be made permanent through a collective bargaining agreement. We've seen cases where the $15 or $18 hiring wage lasts for the first 2 to 3 months on the job, and then the wage is decreased. And so the only way wages can continue to rise all across the service and care economy in the U.S. is if people demand unions for all and are able to bargain wages, benefits, and conditions that allow them to raise their families.